everyone, Ashley here with another, reading. And this is the next chapter of The Long Lost Dream. And if you basically recall, this was basically, of course, a continuation. And, I'm just curious how this is going to turn out. So, yeah. Let's, see exactly what's up. So this one took a bit long. I can understand that. Probably busy or something. And Dice's point of view. After a few minutes, I decided to go in the door. Danica and I went through the door. We saw what looked like a beach with a big pink sandcastle. I didn't know sand could actually come in different colors. Well, then again, there are some. I think it involves with, like, I don't know. You know how there's those types of bags that those people sell for kids? You know, it kind of feels like that. I know it's part of a Play-Doh session, but still. Anyways, once again, I have a feeling I've been here before. I really don't know why. Well, it's been a while since I've actually read this, so yeah, I'm probably just gonna have to probably go by memory a bit. Hopefully. I just feel like I have been here before. I have been here. Anyway, I walked around for a while trying to find Knights and Owl. As I'm walking, there was a blue streak that flew right in front of Danica and I. What in the world? I yelled as I fell backward. What was that, Dices? Danica asked. I don't know, but I'm going to find out, I said, looking in the direction it went. I started walking that way. After a while, I started hearing someone talking. Mama, I saw a nightmare by the big castle. What are we gonna do? I heard a young boy voice. And that's the best I could kind of do. Your sister and the prophecy twins will stay here. I'll go deal with the Nightmaren. I heard a woman's voice say, What's a Nightmaren? I've never heard of them before. Then a female-looking creature that looks similar to Night. But she's blue and her right eye was covered. And had a heart on her chest. Came into view. Oh, you're a visitor, aren't you? She asked. Yes, I answered, while backing up a bit, and Danica was right behind me. You should go back to the Dream Gate. It's not safe here with a nightmare here, she told me. I'm not going to leave until I find my friends, Knights and Owl, I told her. She looked like I was crazy. If you excuse me, I have a nightmare to deal with, she said, and then flew towards the direction of the big pink sandcastle. Seriously, could have listened that bit. And also, I actually noticed a bit of spelling errors. She pretty much told me that, the person pretty much told me that there are a few chapters that are uploaded, so, just thought I'd point that out. I should have pointed it out earlier, but, kind of forgot. Or kind of slipped my mind a bit. So, I then decided to go there too. Yeah, sure, follow after the Maren who just told you not to go there. Or try to find Knights, but still. I want to know what a nightmare is. Dices, are you sure you want to go the way she is? Danica asked. I want to know what a nightmare is. It can't be that bad, can it? Oh, you have no idea. I said. After we got close, we hid behind a sandy hill. I looked over the hill and saw Knights and the woman I saw earlier. But why? Wait, is Knights a Nightmaren? Whatever. I'll just ask her later. Ugh. I go over the top of the hill and slid down, with Danica following close behind. Knights! There you are! I said. Oh, hi, Dices, Knight said. What have you done to this visitor? Why does she trust you, Nightmaren? Ew! This is gonna be awkward, the woman said. I haven't done anything, Knight said. If you two don't mind me interrupt your guys' arguments, what's a Nightmare and Knights, are you one? I asked them. Knights flinched and the woman looked at me. A Nightmare is a creature of nightmare and darkness. They are controlled by an evil god named Wiseman. You know, you could have just said that Wiseman's a god. That would have actually seemed a bit more fitting, but instead it seems kind of awkward in this sentence. So just thought I'd kind of point that out. Knights is one of them. Knights is one of them, she said. I don't want to hear that from you. I mean, I don't want to hear that from you. I want to hear Knights' answer, I said. Then Knight sighed. Yeah, I am a Nightmare, Knight said. Okay, now for you, miss. What are you and who are you and why do you hate Nightmares? Unless it's like a racist thing, I am not so certain. I'm not so sure on this. I asked her. I'm June. I'm a DreamMaren. And the Nightmarens helped that boy kill our queen. And who knows what they've done to visitors. They've done to visitors. I'm sorry, I'm trying to get the tone right, but but it's okay. I'm getting this. Miss June said, a war between races. Well then, I thought. Sorry. I looked at the two. Well, honestly, I trust Knights before I trust you, Miss June, I said. After what you just learned about him? She asked. Yes, Knights decided to tell me the truth. That gives me enough reason to trust her. I told her. I walked over to Knights and grabbed her sleeves. Then I started walking away from June. After we got far enough away, I looked at Knights. Why didn't you tell me about the other Nightmares, Knights? I asked her. Well, it's not something I'm really proud of. Wiseman is a really bad person. Couldn't you have just said cruel or something? Oh well. She told me. That's not much of an excuse, I said. You're right, but I'm still not very proud of what I did while following him. And I just wanted to have some fun. I really couldn't do that while following him, you know, Knight said. So, who were the first visitors you met while not following this wise man guy? This wise guy! I can't help but get the feeling of Jackal saying that. More like dumb man. That's it. You won't appear in this series any longer. I'm sorry. I gotta react to that. That was just so silly. I asked, I can't be the first one, can I? Well, there were these two kids, Elliot and Clarice. And then Will and Helen. Ah, I see what you did there, she said. Wait, I know a girl named Helen. I said, really now? Knight said. I nodded. Did the one you meet play a violin? I asked. I think she may have mentioned something about a violin. Not sure though, she said. I nodded. So can you tell me about uh some of the stuff you all did? I asked. Well, Knight started but was interrupted. There you are, Knights. We've been looking for you. Unless, of course, that's Jackal, I'm not too sure, said a voice. The voice came from another creature that looked like Knight. Seriously, again? We're doing this again? And there was one that looked familiar. I don't know why. Who are you? I asked. I looked towards Knight. Her face shows anger. I am Riala. This is Jackal. We are Knight's brothers. The one that was in red and black said, So, you two are DreamMarens? I asked. Yes. How did you know? Riala asked. Well, you two are Knight's siblings, so it makes sense, and besides, Knights told me she was a DreamMaren. I said, then looked at Knights. She still looks mad. And from the look on her face, I know that she doesn't trust you two. Oh, man. But then again, Jackal, I feel as though he's more of an in-between, okay? Sure, he is fighting on Wiseman's side, but that doesn't mean he would hate Knights. That's the feeling I get. Anyways, I said. You remember what the DreamMarens said about DreamMarens? Knights asked me. Yep. I'm guessing that was... that's what she said is true from most of them. I mean, for most of them? I said, yep. Knight said. I looked at the two DreamMarens in front of me. In front of us. What do you want anyway? Knight said. Riala raised his hand towards Knights. Knights, you will go back to Master Wiseman. Yeah! Jackal laughed. I stand in front of Knights. No way! From what I've heard, he's a bad guy. I'm not going to let you take my friend. I yelled at them. He looks at me like I had two heads. You are a stupid child, he said. Then Danica flies out from behind my back. Don't you call Lady Diza stupid, she said. She had pink claws coming out of her sleeves of her shirt. What, so she's Wolverine? That's kind of cool. She looked super mad. Danica, calm down. I've been called worse, I told her. But Dices, she said. Riala looked at her shocked. What is she? Her aura isn't something I recognize. He said, Does it matter? I said, Whatever. Jackal, you deal with the visitor and the creature. He said, On it! Jackal said. Dices, Danica, you two run. I can handle Riala by myself, Knights told us. Are you sure? I asked her. Yes, I'm certain. We've done this like many times. It's nothing new. I know how to handle him, she said. Okay, that wasn't in there, but it's something Knights would add, okay? You know, aside from just saying a simple thing. So, yeah. Okay. Me and Danica said in unions and started running. Jackal closed on our tails. As we were running, we ran into another creature. This one mainly looked like a lot like June, just male, upside down hard on his chest. The left side of his face was covered and a darker blue. A visitor and a little creature, he said. Then he looks up and sees Jackal. I see you two are being chased by a nightmare, he said. He didn't raise his hand, and this beam of blue light shot right at the Marin. Wow, I said. I'll lead you back to the door, or to the dream gate. You should be safe there, he said. Ah, how nice of him. Who are you, and are you a DreamMaren or a nightmare? I don't think a nightmare like that would turn on them. Unless they're knights. Oh, I should really not have said that. But, who knows. Anyways, I asked, I am a DreamMaren. My name is Joshua, he said. Oh, okay. I said, me and Danica followed him to the door. If Knights doesn't come back to the dream gate in half an hour, I'll come back and try to help her. I said to myself. You're friends with a nightmare? Joshua said. Yeah, so? I said. If he has a problem with me being friends with knights, like that DreamMaren June did, my wife would hate to hear that. I actually have been watching knights, unlike my wife. I trust you with him. Joshua said. Is your wife named June by any chance? I asked. Why, yes. I'm guessing you ran into her. He said, yeah, I told her that I'd trust knights before I trusted her. I said, oh, Lady Iva, I'll never hear the end of that once I get home. Anyway, if I see knights flying around, I'll tell him that you were at the Dream Gate. He laughed. Ah, how nice of this guy. Okay, thanks, I said to him, then walked through the door. Well, that's the end of this chapter, but, I have to say that was actually pretty nice, I have to admit. So, we actually do get to see what the DreamMarens are like. So, yeah, nice. Anyways, on to the next one. Alright, this is, chapter 5, and we're gonna see exactly what's going on, and it's in Joshua's point of view. Once the visitor and the creature with her was through the door, I started to fly home, but I saw Knights and Riala. They were fighting, and Jackal was coming up behind Knights, so I decided to give Knights a little helping hand. Yeah, Knights going against two nightmares alone, not a very smart idea. Especially if you're going up against a first level and a second level. I shot at Jackal, knocking him out. Then I flew off to home. When I get home, all the kids came up to me. Daddy, Mama's upset and is yelling in your two's room. My son said, is she? I asked. I then walked to mine and my wife's room and talked to June. Hi, sweetie. Are you okay? Hey, you think I did a good okay with Joshua's voice here? Because honestly, I feel as though he could have a voice like this. Anyways, I asked her. No, a visitor trusts a nightmare more than a DreamMaren. Do you know how insulting that is? She yelled. As I see. Well, maybe the nightmare turned to the good side. Oh my god, the Star Wars reference. I never thought I had to say that. I told her, oh please, nightmares will never be good guys. They're just creatures of pure evil. Wow, if Starlight were to get involved, I bet she'd be very offended by that. Or at least, pretty sad. Seriously, the poor Maren. Uh, Danny, shout out to your series. She yelled angrily. I sighed. Calm down, dear. You don't want to worry the kids, do you? I asked her. No, I definitely don't want to do that, she said. I love her, but sometimes she can put so much of her energy on hating the Nightmares instead of trying to find the DreamMaren that'll be the next Queen of Dreams. I look around our room and see a picture of my wife, Queen Iva, and me. I picked it up. Looky what I found. A picture of our lovely queen, a beautiful DreamMaren girl, and a doofus DreamMaren boy. Who uses the word like doofus nowadays? That's actually kind of funny. I said. In the picture, me and June looks about our children's age. This picture was taken after me and her first helped to visitors. And it is really windy out, guys. To visitors. June was so proud of herself. I was just glad to help the visitors find Iridia. What are you talking about? She's grown as she walks towards me and looked over my shoulder. Oh, I remember this, she said as she takes the picture away from me. This was our first skills celebration party. From right after we helped the first visitors, she said. And you're not a doofus. She laughed. You're only saying that because you married me. I laughed as well. She rolled her eyes. I still remember it like it was yesterday. As she said that she starts to cry. Why did they have to take her away from all of us? She cried. I gave her a hug. It's because of that boy. It's not the Nightmare's fault. Don't you mean God? Never mind. I'm just gonna say God. They were only doing what they were made for, I said. She cried into my shoulder. Still, it's not fair, she cried. And not only did they take our queen, they killed our best friends. I miss Grace. Oh, I'm sorry. I seriously, I did not read this, so I am. And not only that, they took our queen. They killed our best friends. I miss Grace so much. Yeah, sorry for the mix-up, guys, she said. Grace, or if you want to call her by her full title, the Great Seer. Her and June were created around the same time. They grew up together basically. I'm a few months older than June. The Nightmares found her and killed her right on the spot. When we got there, June started bawling her eyes out. Then we heard crying. Not June's, though. It was two baby DreamMarens. One boy and one girl. We took the two in. They're the last hints of Grace was here in this world. They have her powers, though they're split up evenly between the two kids. We nicknamed them the Prophecy Twins. The names are Wanning and Wakesing. Wanning is the girl, Wakesing is the boy. Then there's our kids, Lace and Lance. Lace is the older of the two. She's my little princess. And Lance is one of a bit of a scaredy cat, but has a good heart. They are still learning to use their abilities and fight. We still need to find the DreamMaren that Queen Ava made in her last moments. June said after a while of silence. Yeah, but we'll find her. Don't worry, I said. How do you know it'll be a girl? She laughed. I just have a feeling she'll be a girl. And as the author's notes, I hope you guys like this chapter. Comment. And honestly, I did like this, honestly. We do get to see slightly the lives of the DreamMarens, and, well, it's basically a family of them, and, well, that was actually interesting how this kind of lore is going on, and, well, it actually explains as to why June pretty much hates the Nightmarens. But it wasn't really entirely their fault. They were just doing it out of orders. But I have to say this is definitely a nice pickup. Honestly, I do like how the story is starting to pick up, and, well, I hope you continue the series because, well, I'm actually interested to see exactly where this is going. So, yeah. Also, Wolverine Marin, or Wolverine creature. Anyways, I hope you guys like this, and I will see you all later. So, ciao, ciao.